So, I was originally going to include a clip here in the beginning that went, Sonic's a gay hedgehog, and that's okay. But the problem is, I don't want my channel to be taken down, so just pretend that it's here, alright? Alright.
Yo, I hit the jeweler, got some goals. I sold a little weed, but I could never sell my soul. And when I'm in LA, you find me out in Lil Toke. Come a vocal with my ramen, I'ma need another bowl. Let's go.
The main accusation I get from my theories is that, oh, GamerGuyd, he just does fan fiction. I've always ignored that because it's just completely fucking stupid.
What is up, all my SatAM fanboys and goth fangirls? It's me again, the Jose Onfroy of Sonic the Hedgehog, and today is a declaration of war. I might get my channel shut down for this, like I'm actually serious, this might actually happen. And if you're wondering why, it's because of this man, GamerGuyd 7 Aces. No, that is not Some Call Me Johnny. This is a very original and very different content creator on the internet. This guy is a Sonic tuber, very original, who makes Sonic theories, very original, and he's black, which I'm sorry, that isn't very original. Should have chosen the elf class.
Have you heard of the high elves?
Anyways, so GamerGuyd's a piece of shit. This man may be black, but his dick is about 2 centimeters long. Now, quick disclaimer, I have nothing wrong with African American individuals. In fact, I totally fuck MC Ride. So why have I already made 2 black jokes? Well, you'll find that out soon. Anyways, today I'll be covering why GamerGuyd's an idiot and overall a terrible person. I've wanted to make a video on him for a while, but ultimately I kept pushing it off because I didn't think it was worth it. However, due to some recent events involving GamerGuyd being the king of assholes, I just had to speak up. GamerGuyd is a sensitive cunt who makes shitty content, and I'm gonna tell you why. I will be covering his content, how he handles criticism, and those copyright strikes. So let's jump right into it.
Water smelling like the gas, yeah, you know it's us. Girl sipping syrup, booty twerking on my tour bus.
Now, I would love to show you exactly why GamerGuyd's content is horrible, and I will. But unfortunately not in the way that I wanted to. And the reason for that is because GamerGuyd will shut down channels that criticize him. I'll go more into detail about this later in the video, but just to summarize, Dylan Thomas, a fellow Sonic tuber of mine, and Lance Jerkov, a very small Sonic tuber, both made videos criticizing GamerGuyd. And GamerGuyd, being the mature YouTuber that he is, issued a false copyright takedown. Once again, I will go more into this later. But the reason I bring this up now is because I need an explanation as to why I can't actually show GamerGuyd's shitty content. Instead, I will be resorting to heavily edited small little 2-second clips, tons of wacky 2008 YouTube poop effects, and lots of paraphrasing and summary. Normally, I would be against witch hunting and all that, but GamerGuyd literally makes it so you have to go to his channel and witch hunt him just to see what the hell I'm exactly talking about. So, if you do check him out, be sure to leave a nice healthy dislike. Anyways, so GamerGuyd's content. Now, GamerGuyd himself has 47,000 subscribers. That's a big fucking number. So how did he get so many subs? Well, it's easy. He ripped off other YouTubers, but this time he sucks the Sonic fanbase off at the exact same time. But dumbsville, don't you do that? Nah, bruh, I ain't sucking anyone off. I ain't gay. Like GamerGuyd, at least say no homo first. Look at the earlier content of this man. Videos like, is Sonic a cannibal? Is Tails in love with Sonic? Does Knuckles suffer from hallucinations? Does Amy Rose have a delusional disorder? Is Donald Trump the real doctor? As you can tell, his content ranges from, okay, this might be interesting, to what is E102 Gamma's gender. Now, what about the content itself? Well, if you close your eyes and you imagine a mix between MatPat and Jinx Reload, but actually no, it wasn't MatPat, it was just Jinx Reload the whole time trying to be MatPat, you'd get GamerGuyd 7 Aces. His content is so unengaging, and I wish I could show you a video in its entirety, but I can't. Instead, I'll play small little snippets of them so you kind of know what I'm talking about. A lot of my problems with this man can be dumbed down to 2 main problems. problems. 1, his content is generic, and 2, his theories are bad. First of all, here's how generic his content is. Let me ask you a question. Why do you like the YouTubers you like? There isn't a singular answer to this, but one of the biggest answers is personality. If you watch a video by Donkey, MatPat, iDubbbz, Just a Robot, Pyrocynical, G-Man Lives, or any other content creator that you enjoy, you are watching them because you want to hear their input on something, because you click with their style and personality. This is pretty obvious, so it's weird when GamerGuyd 7 Aces has no personality whatsoever, and yet somehow he gets away with it. You know how MatPat's editing style and his humor is unique to him? He has this very corny and nerdy but slightly intelligent, if you're not thinking about it, kind of vibe to him that makes him unique. When you watch a MatPat video, you go, yep, that's MatPat. He's enthusiastic, he makes jokes, he has tons of energy, and overall, his videos are entertaining. GamerGuyd, though, not so much. Let's do a side-by-side comparison.
It's a weird oversight for a franchise that I played non-stop when I was growing up. Granted, I was playing with myself, don't take that out of context, against the computer, since that's how us single children do.
As a kid, game over screens were sometimes the stuff of nightmares. It was just something you wanted to avoid at all costs.
But man, let me tell you, I got so good at whooping some computer-controlled Wario behind. That star ain't gonna help you catch up to this pedal to the metal, Peach, brother!
As you all know, in the classics, whenever Sonic runs out of lives and gets a game over, he ends up in this black void called the continue screen.
Now, I don't mind analytical content, but GamerGuyd isn't being analytical. At least, he doesn't sound like it. Scorchly and The Right Opinion do the whole analytical thing way better. GamerGuyd, however, sounds like he's reading off of a fucking script. He never shows any shock, humor, sadness, happiness, or anything in his voice. It's almost monotone. It's weird to see someone this big be this unengaging. It seems like he's always trying to hit that bare minimum and never improve his content. But vocal deliverance isn't everything. What about the theories themselves, I hear you asking? Well, once again, they're also terrible. So, you know how most theories work, right? Here, let me demonstrate this to you. As you can tell by the scientific theory flowchart here, you begin with an idea. You then test that idea and see if the evidence supports it. If it doesn't, it's a bad idea. However, if it does, we can use it to better understand the universe. The same thing goes for fandom theories. First, you start with an idea. Then, you test that idea and see if there's evidence to support it.
After some searching, you find the workshop, which contains items that leave even more questions. A photo album featuring Sans and a bunch of smiling people you don't recognize, a badge, blueprints with illegible handwriting, and a broken machine hidden behind a curtain. Badges just aren't important in Undertale. And then it hit me. What if it wasn't from Undertale? What if this badge was from a completely different game and was, in fact, the most important badge in the history of gaming? The Franklin badge.
If there's enough evidence to support your theory, then you can use it to better understand the source material, or at the very least, appreciate it in a different way.
With Ness never being able to get home, adopting the name Sans, and accompanied by Papyrus.
Now, obviously, fandom theories are just that, theories. And a good amount of them usually aren't true. But at the very least, they at least try to be convincing enough to at least be kind of legitimate. However, if there is no evidence, or if it's just way too vague, then it's a bad theory, it's a bad idea. At most, it's a headcanon, but headcanons aren't real theories, now are they? Unfortunately, GamerGuyd 7 Aces doesn't understand this. Instead, he uses headcanons as evidence for his stupid fucking fanfiction theories. And once again, I wish I could critique an entire video of his, but unfortunately, GamerGuyd's an asshole. So prepare for a lot of my words here instead of his videos. Anyways, if you look at the video, Is Tails in Love with Sonic, you won't find evidence that Sonic is gay. Instead, GamerGuyd meanders around and just assumes that Sonic is gay. No evidence, nothing to back him up, just a shitty fanfiction headcanon. How about his classic video, Is Donald Trump the real Dr. Eggman? Well, he starts off his video by giving Dr. Eggman, a fictional cartoon villain, narcissistic personality disorder. Now, how does he back this claim up? Well, to quote GamerGuyd himself,
But behind this mask of ultra confidence lies a fragile self-esteem that is vulnerable to the slightest criticism. It's pretty self-explanatory that Eggman suffers from this.
Oh, yeah, of course, it's self-explanatory. I mean, duh, guys. Dr. Eggman, the cartoon villain, he has a very real mental illness. By the way, guys, Roadrunner has schizophrenia. I know, so self-explanatory. However, GamerGuyd doesn't just do theories. He also has tons and tons of hot takes. Videos like, Mario vs. Sonic Death Battle rematch was rigged? Golly, that sounds like a certain someone I did a video on in the past. Wonder who he could be. How Sega ruined Shadow's character. Sonic Heroes is not very good. Hashtag not the GOAT. Super Mario Bros. Games were not great. And other amazing hot takes. These are videos I would love to make fun of, but unfortunately, I can't. So all I can say is that they're clickbait, and that's really all I can really say. I mean, look at these thumbnails, bro. Like, seriously. Death Battle debunked. Not that great. Boost games must die. Ugh. I understand you gotta get the clicks and views somehow, but when we get to GamerGuyd's actual character, a larger pattern begins to appear, and you'll see why right now.
They so fresh, so clean, they like me. I wear more Supreme than a hype bitch.
Now, I just spent like 11 minutes criticizing GamerGuyd's content. However, I probably shouldn't have, judging how he deals with criticism. I've mentioned this multiple times already, but I am not joking when I say this. GamerGuyd has and will send false DMCA takedowns, all because his content and his actions are criticized. Furthermore, GamerGuyd has a very strong personal hate boner for Dylan Thomas. And this hate boner is big, like you can tell this man's skin color really, you know, the joke is that he's black and his penis is big. That's the joke. Laugh at the joke. Now, the whole Dylan Thomas and GamerGuyd thing has a much longer history to it, but it's also worth looking over for context's sake. So I've enlisted the help of someone to help me explain this. Someone who has done excellent research and is a very fine YouTuber in his own right. So take it away, manga writer.
Hi, I'm collaborator number 356, also known as the channel Manga Writer. How's it going, everybody? Having a great day? For this segment of the video, I'm going to be talking about a few pieces of history that involves our favorite Sonic tuber and the beef that he's had with another Sonic tuber, which has lasted for more than 3 years. Don't you fret, I won't be going over every single thing that happened in this story, but I will be telling you the main events, and when I'm done, I'll give you my personal opinions on this collected duns, considering that's what you want to hear. I think. Without any further ado, sit back, relax, and let us dive into the history of GamerGuyd and his bitter rival, Dylan Thomas. This story is a tale that I've actually already covered before in a video that I made on Dylan around 10 months ago, but I'll be repeating everything I said in that video here so you guys will know what I'm talking about. If you don't know this story, then cool, but if you already know it, well, watch it anyway. I put fucking effort into this. This story began in 2016, a time where Dylan was recruited into the Sonic Theory group by GamerGuyd. GamerGuyd and other people started to talk shit about this one YouTuber named Blue Rush, another Sonic tuber who basically made fun of the Sonic Theory community and how bad it was, even going as far as to accuse GamerGuyd of botting subs. GamerGuyd, according to Dylan, took this the most personally and wanted to kick Blue Rush down a few pegs. So instead of doing a video on Blue Rush himself, GamerGuyd decided to go to Dylan and ask him to make the video, as Dylan has had experience in this type of content and he promised to share his video when it comes out and also make a video of his own. Dylan had no idea who Blue Rush even was at this point in time, so seeing this as a chance to get a sub boost, more respect from the group, and to fire a few insults, said yes to doing the video, got all the information from GamerGuyd, and made the first video on Blue Rush, which he thought was terrible as he only made it in 1 hour. Blue Rush ended up seeing this video and started to have some Twitter beef with GamerGuyd and Dylan, so much so that Blue Rush's girlfriend got involved and started to send bots at Dylan.
They actually weren't bot accounts, this was just alt accounts that his girlfriend had. Sorry, my mistake.
Dylan, with his many years of experience, saw this as an opportunity to get back at Blue Rush, because as we all know, hypocrisy has the potential to ruin someone's career. And eventually Blue Rush gave in and decided to talk things out with GamerGuyd and Dylan privately. Dylan had no interest in talking to Blue Rush, however, as he was upset about the fact that around the time this happened, the Sonic Theory group died out and people wanted nothing to do with them. And Dylan was convinced that it was Blue Rush's fault for all of this happening. Before you ask, Dylan and Blue Rush are completely cool. this is all behind them. While all of this was happening, Dylan was working on another video on Blue Rush called Blue Rush is Stupid. And because it was 95% complete, Dylan didn't want to lose all the progress, and despite everyone saying that he shouldn't upload the video, he uploaded it anyway. GamerGuy ends up befriending Blue Rush and all is fine and dandy. After that whole ordeal, Dylan decided to distance himself from the SonicTuber community and worked on his own for a while, so much so that he barely talked to GamerGuy anymore. Fast forward, and Dylan sees GamerGuy making fun of the small SonicTuber who was making similar content to him, saying that he should at least credit GamerGuy for the ideas. Dylan, not being afraid to let shit hit the fan, called GamerGuy out for this dumb behavior, and GamerGuy ended up blowing up in his DMs and started shit-talking Dylan for some very petty things, like dating his friend's ex, and he ended up blocking Dylan. Dylan did not proceed to take the matter any further, as for one, he didn't care, and two, he felt like he owed GamerGuy a favor after him exposing his channel a bit. After about 6 months of no interactions with GamerGuy, Dylan was suggested by his fans to cover 2 of GamerGuy's videos, as they were very cringy. Dylan, doing this to solely entertain his audience, proceeded to tear the 2 videos apart, making jabs, firing insults, the usual shtick. Shortly after the stream, GamerGuy pulled Dylan into a group chat with Augie and Megapie and tried to talk peace with Dylan. Dylan was not going to take any of GamerGuy's shit, and he bluntly told him his true intentions for making those videos, the answer being because they were very cringy. And GamerGuy, not satisfied with this answer, thought that Dylan was doing this to target him.
He's gone as far as to make hate group chats and forum threads about me, and has created other accounts to spy on my Twitter account and everything I post, taking everything I say so literal.
The chat didn't go so well, and it ended up with Dylan saying to GamerGuy that he didn't want to be friends, he had information on GamerGuy that has the potential to paint him as this two-faced cunt, and that he can go fuck himself. For a while he changed his name to Mr. Sonic Content Cop, as apparently GamerGuy called him that in the chat. But later that day, Dylan started getting comments on his Discord and on YouTube asking him about where all these dislikes were coming from. To Dylan's shock, but mostly annoyance, it turned out someone was botting his stream to dislike his video, with the dislikes outweighing the likes by over 75%. Dylan proved that these dislikes were bots by showing his analytics, and all the dislikes and views were coming from non-English speaking countries that weren't in his usual analytics. So because he got all these dislikes the same day he told GamerGuy to go fuck himself, Dylan is 100% convinced that it was GamerGuy who botted his stream. To this day, I still don't know, this is very debatable. But keeping to his word, Dylan went all out and leaked a fuck ton of information about GamerGuy in another stream. Showing everyone that it was GamerGuy pulling the strings on the whole Blue Rusher deal, he wanted other SonicTubers to be exposed even if they did nothing wrong, and showed off his massive ego. GamerGuy, the very next day, made a video called The End of Dylan Thomas Part 3 Finale, where he barely mentions the accusations Dylan made and proceeded to talk more shit about Dylan and repeated almost everything Blue Rush said in his 2 videos. Dylan made a response to this video, and he said he would never talk about the GamerGuy situation ever again. To this day, this is still a very fascinating story to me. When I made my video on Dylan, I made sure that everything I said was correct by contacting Dylan myself, and I even got him into a Discord call to tell his side of the story. The reason why I still believe Dylan is telling the truth is because even after a month of this 2-year drama happening, this was when I made the video, he was able to stay mostly consistent with his points when he talked to me in that call. And on top of that, his newest video on GamerGuy has pretty much the exact same story. Granted, Dylan has admitted that his memory is a little hazy in a few areas, and to be completely honest, I don't really blame him, this was 3 years ago. But again, considering all the evidence in the 2 streams he made and the fact that he was able to answer all of my questions in pretty much no time at all, I'm very confident in saying that Dylan's side of the story is the true one. You can criticize me for not getting GamerGuyd's side, and yes, that is completely fair enough. I wanted to do that actually, but I kinda spurred out on Twitter, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't. My mistake. All I'm saying is that for that segment of the story, take everything I said with a tiny pinch of salt. I say segment, because it's not over. If you thought this story was finished, then prepare your fucking anus, cause this plot is about to get even thicker. On the 4th of August 2019, GamerGuy decided to go on a small rampage. He started off by deleting one of his most drama-ridden videos, The End of Dylan Thomas Part 3 Finale, and went to give the channel's Lance Jerkoff and Discount Chester Bennington strikes on videos that criticized him for the Blue Rusher deal in the past. Surprisingly, I'm still fine. The many perks to having a small channel. GamerGuy was able to successfully get the videos removed because after speaking with his lawyer, yes, I'm not kidding, we have lawyers involved, he was able to find a loophole in YouTube's terms of service and struck the videos with copyright strikes rather than community strikes, despite the videos, according to everybody who knows what the fuck fair use is, falling under fair use. But it doesn't end there. Sonic's Black Sheep was not going to go down without a fight and tried to get a news channel named Tipster News to report on the incident. Tippy would not report on it as he saw the news as childish and said that GamerGuy, and I'm running out of things to call you, should talk things out themselves. But he did send him a message that GamerGuy sent, which reads, and I quote, Well, if he comes to me, then that's on one condition. It'll be on Discord, in the group chat, with my network manager/lawyer. I'll text. Don't need to talk.
Fucking pussy!
Mr. Medic or Sonic Edition. I'm still going. After calming down and realizing that Tipster wasn't going to touch the news with a 10-foot pole, decided to slide into GamerGuyd's DMs and talk things out. To which GamerGuyd sent him this message, and it reads as follows. Dylan, you seem to be thinking I'm bluffing, but I will have my lawyer send you cease and desist very soon. I do not negotiate with a slanderous liar like you. Try bringing up lies again from 3 years ago and you will regret it. My only peace offering is that you apologize for slandering and harassing me these years, otherwise your channel will be taken down. My MCN has been in contact with YouTube and going over the terms of service with your channel for months now. For months now? Well, in a twist of events that makes GamerGuyd look even more pathetic, he was actually already planning on this happening for over a year, trying to gather anything he considers slanderous to his name to make his case seem even more legitimate. He came prepared, according to his tweets. He wants to have Trolls' channel eviscerated, and if you disagree with that, fuck your feelings. A few days later, GamerGuyd sent Mr. Sonic Content Cop a cease and desist, to which it got the immediate response of being very poorly done, according to a user who actually worked in law, and you know what? I think Dylan said it best himself.
He ended up contacting the law firm that was mentioned in the cease and desist that I got from GamerGuyd, the Chandra law firm, and it turned out that the lady said that it was fake. It was 100% fake. She didn't approve of that and she was very upset over it. So yeah, GamerGuyd has 100% impersonated a lawyer this time. He pretended to be a law firm to send me a fake cease and desist. This is actually illegal. This can get you in very serious legal trouble impersonating a lawyer.
And after looking through all the shit, Dylan could actually fight back. He could actually take GamerGuyd to court, where he will learn his real name, where he lives, and his real face. And with that, that concludes the story of Dylan Thomas and his favorite pal GamerGuyd so far. While I have called Dylan out on some of the shit he did in this story, again, I have a 30-minute video doing that, I can definitely say that if there's one party that's more guilty, it's GamerGuyd without a shred of a doubt. The best way I can describe GamerGuyd's behavior is a tyrannical child. He likes to have a following. He feels like he's this huge mastermind behind huge operations, willing to use people as pawns to get his way, but not manipulate them enough for it to blow up in his face. When it comes to manipulation, I can describe it as him giving you a gun and telling you that you could pull the trigger. So when you do pull the trigger, you cannot say that GamerGuyd told you to do it, because technically he only said that you could pull the trigger, not to pull the trigger. And it's a trap where once you fall for it, there's no way to win. GamerGuyd always comes out on top. It is quite clever when you think about it, and that's just what makes this so fucked up. But that's not all. Oh, I'm not fucking done. GamerGuyd will take you under his belt and give you respect when you do something he approves of. However, if you so much as step 1 foot out of line, then that's goodbye to you, sir. Rip your channel and fuck your fans' feelings. Gaslighting, slander, and character assassination is completely okay if you do something that GamerGuyd doesn't agree with. What are you talking about? He has the bigger moral compass. Come on, guys. He talks big, he acts big, he may even swing at you to try prove that he's big, but when you have even the gall to swing back, he'll get mad and he'll always be protected, whether it be friends or his lawyers, and he will play it off as if he was the mature one the whole time, refusing to accept even the notion that he was in the wrong as well. Imagine thinking that the world is so black and white. Must seem pretty pathetic, don't you think? I like to usually end my videos off on a high note, so how about I give you some advice? Practice what you preach unless you want to have no integrity. GamerGuyd has always said that the Sonic fanbase is cancerous, yet he is one of the most cancerous fans out there. Don't act like you're the exception to a problem you caused or were a part of. And I think the most important piece of advice I could give to you guys is, never try to delete your past mistakes. Instead, if you ever get confronted, address the issue head on. And if you have to, swallow your pride and admit that you were wrong. Because if you keep lying to make sure people don't see your bad side, it's only going to make the hit far harder and far more effective when the real truth comes out. My name is Manga Rider, and GamerGuyd, this is the scummiest shit you could have done. Honestly, in the most polite way I can say this, fuck you. And don't bother trying to add Dumbsville to your hit list. because if you do, you kinda would approve of my point. Think of this as an ultimatum. 2 can play at this game, buddy. Alright, that concludes this segment of the video. Thanks for having me on, Dummy Thick. Back to you.
And thank you, Manga Handsome, for doing the research for me. But all jokes aside, isn't that shit crazy? Imagine being so delusional and so idiotic to the point where you literally impersonate a law firm to get your way. To the point where you literally strike down channels in order to yeet criticism. Now, Dylan Thomas also released a Google document folder called GamerGuyd. It was deleted so GamerGuyd couldn't find it, but thankfully I downloaded it. And we get a bit more juicy information from it. All from the beautiful source that is Dylan Thomas's DMs. Including, but not limited to, wanting to send a false DMCA takedown to a guy who was criticizing him. Wanting to trademark the word Sonic Theories, even though the fucking dumbass doesn't even own the Sonic IP. And wanting to expose Emmy Jones, a Sonic cover artist, for owning a dildo.
That looks like a dildo.
Okay.
If it wasn't apparent already, GamerGuyd is a petty motherfucker. Once again, this guy literally impersonated a law firm, which is literally borderline, if not actually, illegal. Furthermore, the letter itself is ridiculous. I actually asked Dylan Thomas himself to send me the cease and desist letter, and holy shit, the fraudulent signs are ringing. Like manga writer said, the document is already fraudulent because Dylan actually called the law firm and the law firm confirmed it was fake. Firstly, GamerGuyd's real name is never disclosed in this letter. Isn't that odd? Isn't that weird, like if GamerGuyd's trying to hide something? Furthermore, the letter claims that Dylan made the following false statements, including, but not limited to, stealing people's money to trademark. Nice grammar. Which, I mean, you try to trademark Sonic Theories, which would be a trademark that involves an IP you don't even fucking own. Manipulating others on YouTube for selfish motives, which, I mean, you did. And threatening to ruin innocent people's careers, which, I mean, you did. Also, later on in the cease and desist letter, GamerGuyd claims that Dylan Thomas is harming GamerGuyd's series called Sonic Rebound. Oh, I didn't mention that, did I? So, GamerGuyd has this shitty show called Sonic Rebound, and it is, I kid you not, just the IDW Sonic comics but animated. And yet, GamerGuyd claims it's his series, but he doesn't even own the storyline. It's not even fan fiction. What else does this fucking thing say? This has affected my client's mental health and increases anxiety? Fuck off. That's not a real deflammatory thing. That's a mental health excuse. So what have we learned thus far? GamerGuyd is toxic, manipulative, stupid as hell, and will even impersonate a lawyer to get his way. Why isn't this motherfucker in jail yet?
I don't fuck with GamerGuyd. You get my 45. Pull up in Ohio when he about to get it alright.
Now, after all this drama, after getting multiple videos made on him by Dylan Thomas and shooting those videos down like a white kid in a public school, GamerGuyd, rightfully, got a bit of blowback from this. Only problem, you're not gonna find said blowback, because GamerGuyd, in his infinite wisdom, deletes YouTube comments. Furthermore, in order to damage control his own damage, he made a video called The Dylan Thomas Cycle, Inside the Mind of a Sociopath. Well, looks like Dr. Eggman isn't the only one getting a mental illness labeled on him. Watch, I can do it too. GamerGuyd, Inside the Mind of a Fucking Retard. Now, this whole hour-long video is the definition of fucking boring. It's a black man talking monotone over... what the fuck is that? The Holy Spirit's asshole? And then he'll show off screenshots. Guys, it's proof. Whoa. Also, I get a light shout out in this video. Look at this scene. A friend of Dylan's and YouTuber named Dumbsville also made a diss track on me called called Clout Rebound, where he threatened to kill me. GamerGuyd, you took that seriously? You're actually retarded. Do you really think that I mean it when I say GamerGuyd better do the Jase, because if he sues Dylan Thomas, then I'll make him do the Jase? Do you really think I'm being serious? Look, GamerGuyd, when I make music, I go under the whole Slim Jesus sort of mentality. Like, I rap about gang shit, but I don't actually approve of gang shit. You know, I don't support gang violence. Also, GamerGuyd himself actually commented on my diss track. Oh man, I am so honored he did this. The man actually threatened to sue me over my video and lyrics, even though it's a fucking joke. Don't worry, GamerGuyd, I don't actually want to kill you. I don't advocate for killing you. And don't send death threats to people, everyone. That's a no-no. But at the same time, you threatened me with a lawsuit over a mostly satirical diss track. And you paint me like I'm some sort of Dylan Thomas gremlin. Yes, me, the guy who walked out in the middle of one of Dylan Thomas's live streams because I thought he was being disrespectful. Now, is GamerGuyd right that I'm friends with Dylan Thomas? Yes. I have collaborated with him multiple times, and I've talked with him on multiple occasions, and I think he's an alright person. And admittedly, I do have a bit more of a bias towards him, but only because Dylan has actually good points, as opposed to GamerGuyd's fucking shit points. But let it be known, I am not Dylan Thomas. I am dumbsville, and to be frank, I've been thinking of doing a video on GamerGuyd even before I met Dylan Thomas. So really, labeling me as one of Dylan's gremlins is very much manipulative, something GamerGuyd would know a whole lot about. And moving along, aside from just me, this video is full of a lot more manipulative statements, contradictions, and a bunch of other shit. For example, remember the whole fake cease and desist thing? Well,
let me explain the whole lawyer controversy, because Dylan, as he usually does, slandered me because Dylan claims that I hired a fake law firm.
No, he did not slander you because you actually sent him a fake cease and desist letter. It's not slander if Dylan is reporting something that actually happened.
When I sent that to you, that was when I was still negotiating with my law firm. Turns out that I didn't like them because they're not what I was looking for. So, and I can show you the email where they told me that they don't really tackle issues like this online.
Note how he says he didn't like him, and yet immediately afterwards he says they turned him down. More proof that GamerGuyd is trying to manipulate the whole situation and make it in his favor. Oh yeah, I didn't like them because they don't handle online cases. I asked them and they turned me down. They just weren't for me, man. They weren't for me. They weren't doing what I wanted them to do, which is to sue someone over fair use. This video is full of manipulative lies like these. For example,
Dylan was a huge fan of my channel and said how he always wanted to talk to me and collab with me. I honestly saw him as annoying a bit, and he's been pretty obsessed with me and my channel since the beginning. I never honestly saw him as a friend, and wasn't interested in the Sonic Theory group that he proposed. Yes, he was the one that wanted a Sonic Theory group and will go as far as to create one and add other people in it. Dylan was determined to bring all the Sonic theorists together, but I just was only interested in collaborating with Scourge.
No, GamerGuyd, Dylan did not make the group. You made the group. You're the one who tried to copyright Sonic theories. Furthermore, in Dylan Thomas's video, The End of GamerGuyd, he says,
Scourge gave me the connection to GamerGuyd. Scourge said that they were forming a Sonic Theory group and that he could use someone like me on that group. So I got into this group, and then later on, Dan, Sonic Guru, was added. And then through me and Scourge, Nicole was added. So then that made Nicole, Sonic Guru, Sega Scourge, GamerGuyd, and me. And we all had different little chat rooms together where we would talk about theories.
Uh-oh. Well, which one is it then? Did Dylan Thomas do it, or did GamerGuyd do it? Now, look, you don't have to like Dylan Thomas. You really don't. You don't have to come away from this video sucking his dick, making out with him, buying a Dylan Thomas body pillow, all that shit. But it's not like GamerGuyd is any more matured. If anything, he's even less mature. Now, this whole hour-long video and all the drama between Dylan, Scourge, and GamerGuyd is something that's been commented on by other people in a way that I don't think I really could or don't really have the knowledge to. Honestly, I'm not really a legal person. And Jaden from the Sonic Show basically says everything I would have said in his video, The Sonic Snake GamerGuyd 7 Aces. So I recommend checking that video out. It's a really good video and he worked really hard on it. So if you couldn't tell, when it comes to damage control, GamerGuyd either threatens a lawsuit, sends a false DMCA claim, spreads lies, act like a child, or all of the above.
Obey the law, that's a lie, that's a lie. Dylan made the group, that's a lie, that's a lie. Make a diss track, that's a suit, that's a suit. One criticism, gotta sue, gotta sue.
In fact, I found a video called My Opinions on Sonic Tubers by a YouTuber named Bradley Is Here. It barely even has 1,000 views. It doesn't even have 500 views. However, Bradley hates on GamerGuyd in the video, and I guess GamerGuyd found it.
Now we're moving on to our all-time least favourite Sonic tuber, who is GamerGuyd 7 Aces. Now, this person does Sonic theories, which are basically just Sonic fanfictions, like you don't need me to tell ya.
And how did GamerGuyd respond to this? Definitely the most autistic video I've had the displeasure of watching, lol. If that doesn't summarize GamerGuyd's amazing level of responding to criticism, I don't know what does, honestly. We've been fucking everywhere. You get the point at this point. Let's go to the next point.
He was a boy, she was a girl.
Overall, GamerGuyd's a bad content creator and a bad person to boot. And the crazy thing is, this video is over 35 minutes long, and I haven't even covered everything. For example, GamerGuyd joining a Sonic fan game team and then slandering their name in a video, telling Sonic fans and kids to kill themselves. Which, fun fact, is the reason I did the same thing satirically in my GamerGuyd diss track. Food for thought. And most importantly, being political and calling people who disagree with him Gen Z incels. Why does this guy have subscribers? Why? His content isn't good. He's a terrible person. He's a liar, a manipulator. He false DMCAs people.
He's an asshole.
In conclusion, fuck GamerGuyd, fuck his whole regime, fuck what he stands for, and if you take anything away from this video, it's that anyone who unironically does Sonic theories in 2019 is probably really stupid. We need more Sonic commentary channels, I swear, man, I swear. But you know what, though? Actually, those views aren't too bad. Maybe I need a change of content.
Fortnite, I really love some. 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 Fortnite, hop off the battle bus. I gotta give me a gun. Me and my guys, we have fun. Fighting to be number one.
Hello everybody, welcome to my Sonic theory. This is my epic Sonic theory. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And in this video is Sonic the Hedgehog Peter Griffin. Well, first of all, if you saw my last theory, you would know that Sonic is a gay hedgehog and proud of it. And therefore, because Sonic is gay, that means that if you look at the word gay, there's a G in gay and a G in Peter Griffin. So this joke wasn't very funny.
I don't fuck with GamerGuyd. You get my 45. Pull up in Ohio and he about to get it. Alright, yeah, bitch. I'm the angel of death.